friends. So, I had something happen to me this week that was not fun, but I had my Ronnie Hummel Productions casting page on Facebook hacked. And the way they did it, they went around masking. They sent me messages through Messenger with a mask that looked like Meta Facebook. It was the same thing, AI generated, I'm sure, and telling me to do all these steps because it shut down my Facebook and I couldn't get in. So they sent me all these steps to do this and to do that, take a selfie, side, left, front, and all my information, which I assumed it was this. So I'm just sharing this with you guys in case this happens to you. Anyway, I ended up losing my productions page, which is a business page, which was an ad page, which was monetized on Facebook. And it was my company, and I lost that administrative side to these hackers who now still have my site with all my information in there, by the way. But I can't no longer get into it. So I've struggled with trying to explain to Facebook's AI, whatever they call them, robot or bot, that I can't get into that. It's telling me that it's still mine because my name and email and phone number's there. But I'm not the administrator of it. So AI I don't know if it can't figure this out. I don't know. Obviously, AI is not as smart as AI thinks it is. So it keeps telling me, oh no, it's restored. It's yours again. No, it's not. Okay, so I don't have my production page. I do have my personal page on Facebook, which I'm grateful I still have that. I'll just continue doing everything I do there. And I just don't have my business page, although I lost a lot of people that had joined my productions page recently and probably don't know what happened to me because they're not on my other page. And I feel bad about that, but there's really nothing I can do about it except just keep moving forward and warn everybody else that this is happening. And it was AI generated and AI talking to me from Facebook. So these two AIs need to get together, these AI bots, and talk and explain things to each other. Maybe they can work it out, because they're not communicating. Mind-boggling. Anyway, I had to share all that with you guys to let you know what's going on. So, all things happen for a reason. I don't know. Maybe that was meant to happen. It's, I just have to move forward and continue doing my work and do it like I always have. And that's what I'm doing. So, I'm here with y'all. But I have been doing a lot of research this past year. I said all that to say yes, even though I lost my page, because I was posting a lot of articles on my page. I love to write, and that's one of the things I do is I write little vlogs, and post them up there about the film industry and how it's changing and how it has changed and will continue to change. And it's basically due to social media entertainment, to where everybody gets their entertainment. And a lot of the younger audiences don't want to go to the movies. They don't want to watch long, drawn-out films. They're not, they don't associate with the name talent that's out there now, unless you're a young star and you have a huge following on Insta and on social media, then, that's something. And even now, Actors Access is agencies across the border are making sure that they, under their actors' headshots on those casting sites, that they're letting people know what large following they have on Insta. So because distributorship, it all goes hand in hand. SAG, distributorships kind of work together. And so distributorships kind of dictate what actors you need to cast in order to get your films in theatrically released theaters across the country or streaming platforms. So they kind of dictate what actors you have to cast. And if you're an independent filmmaker, that's going to be out of your ballpark. Yes, I get it. It's a business. Yes, it's been around for a while. We're in Texas. It's a right to work state. And um, I believe that we can build our own industry here and build it up to where filmmakers, independent filmmakers, can learn the ins and outs of filmmaking. We need to train up people that want to have distributorship here and build up a distributor program here. And I'm teaching and training people how that can be done. Um, and it's all about networking, establish relationships in certain areas. And so that's what I'm trying to help happen here. I feel like I'm on my own doing all this. I've been doing it for like the last 5 years. Whew, it's a battle. But in order to make it better for all of us here, for Texas actors, Texas talent, independent filmmakers, even crews, we have to join forces and pull this together and be able to work this out. Because the Hollywood standards, the Hollywood guidelines are kind of going by the wayside. And it's been that way for quite a few years. A lot of big names, older big names, and even production companies moved up to Canada or overseas because there's no controlling heads there, no controlling unions or large studios that can control everything that goes on, because it's all always placed with distribution and SAG, and the unions and all those need to go hand in hand with whoever goes through them has to hire certain actors or certain theaters or certain platforms. And really, you should be able to work on whatever you want. Actors, filmmakers should be able to create whatever they want. We need more content. We need better content. That's why the faith-based realm is actually going up and up and up, and it has been for quite a few years, because their sources is not the sources here that they have to rely on. They're not controlled by them. Their source is much higher. And so they're able to get their films off the ground and continue with that momentum, which is exciting. So it is changing. The industry's changing. So I'm just here to let you all know that what's going on. And actors ask me all the time, well, is it even worth it? Yes. Good storytelling is not going to go away. It's here to stay. Good films are not going to go away. They're here to stay. People still need that. They still need that form of entertainment. They do. It's still got to be here. And I don't think it's going to go away forever. I think that we still need films. Everybody still streams movies or TV shows all the time. They're just not attending theater as much as they were theatrical movies, which I don't believe those will go away either. There's a need for like wanting to go to the movie theater and sit and eat popcorn. I don't know, there's something nostalgic about it, and that's the problem. It is nostalgic for a lot of us, because the newer generations really grew up with phones and iPads, and since they were little bitty, learning to do things since they were 2 years old. So that's their form of entertainment, and that's why the industry is different than what it used to be, because that's what the younger generations are now older. That's what they grew up with. And now they're working and they're in jobs in corporate world and maybe film and television. They're changing things too. Okay, so the old Hollywood standards, the old Hollywood standbys are no longer. That's why there's not a lot of studios and a lot of films going on. But we do need to train up good independent filmmakers. You can pull this together and still make films. And you still have to coach and train as an actor. There is a specific protocol to becoming an actor. And it's not like everybody can just get up and be an actor. Trust me, I see this all the time. Where people think, well, I have the great look. I look like what they're looking for. And I know my parents have told me I can act, and my friends tell me I can act. And then they get up and do an audition. That's totally not correct. It's shot vertically. There's people in the background and there's noise, and you can tell they're reading from a prompter. And no, you must coach and train and have an understanding of how to become an actor, understanding the audition process. There's a lot involved, a lot. We'll go over that in another one. But I just wanted to share all this with you and let you know what was going on with my website. Oh, not my website. I have a website. It's Ronnie Himmel Casting. There is a website out there. I I'm upset a little that my production page, business page, was taken out from under me by thieves. I hate thieves. They totally destroyed all the relationships and business people that I had worked with through the years and built that up. It was built up pretty large, and it was a great place to visit. But anyway, it's gone for whatever reason. It's okay. I'm going to move forward, and I'll just work off the one I have, or maybe if I want to, I'll create another one in a few weeks. But, it's like I said in my post, I wrote an article. My strength and my source does not come from a Facebook page. I don't elevate Facebook or social media up to the point where that's my everything. It's not. It's not my everything. It's a tool that I can use for work, yes. And I can communicate with people. And it's great because I can meet new people. But it is not, it doesn't define me. And I don't need it to define me. So there's that. Anyway, we all need to get back to meeting personally and in meetings together where we're actually physically in front of people, where we can talk and have fun and get to know each other that way. Because, social media is it's one of those faux. It's like a faux, like it's fake. It's not real. A lot of it is not real. A lot of us don't have the lives that we're seeing on social media. But anyway, I love you guys. Thank you for listening to me ramble on, and we'll talk soon.